Hi again from Albufeira in Portugal. If you've been keeping up with my adventures here in Portugal, then you'll know that I'm working my way along the coastline, and next I'll be in Quitera, but for the next few days I'm going to be here. I don't know anything about the place so far, but just like in my other videos, I'm going to be finding some facts out about the place, educating myself like I always do when I go to a new place. And yeah, I'm looking forward to having a look around here. I mean, look at that view. Doesn't get much better than that. I'm right next to this elevator, which I had to pay a tourist tax for this elevator, which doesn't actually work, but I'll not hold that against them. I'm sure the taxes go towards other things, not just an elevator. But yeah, what a view. I'm going to get down there and we'll have a little explore. So one of the first things that you notice here is the amount of hills. If you're someone that's struggling to walk uphill, I'd seriously question if this is the right place for you, as there's just so many hills. And so far I've only seen one mobility scooter, so it's not like Benidorm where you can hire them on every street corner. There is, however, these little taxi cars or tuk-tuks. They're a bit different from the ones that you'd see in Thailand, but they're just as fun. Every ride will cost you a minimum of 10 euros though, so it'll soon mount up if you're taking them everywhere. Speaking of taxis, as I've said in my last video, a taxi ride from here to Armesio de Pera will cost you 10 euros. It's a nice little ride, as you can see here. The Uber took me through the beautiful Portuguese countryside, and it's worth getting out from the hustle and bustle of Albufeira once in a while. Unless of course you love the liveliness of it here. If you do, then you're definitely in luck, because there's an insane amount of bars to choose from that all sell great value drinks at around 2.5 or 3 euros per pint. Not sure if it's compulsory to wear sombrero in the Mexican themed bars though. First impressions is this is a fun-filled place that even in mid-April is pretty busy, as well as being beautiful with all these whitewashed stone buildings and towers. Right, tomorrow I'm going to take you around some of the best places to eat, and of course the main thing that everyone is here for, the beaches. So I'll see you in the morning. Good morning, and what a beautiful morning it is. Look at this view from around the corner of my apartment. Oh, and by the way, this is the apartment where I'm staying in Albufeira. It's about a 10-minute walk from the centre and the beach. A little bit old-fashioned, but it does have these two balconies to relax on. This will cost you £48 per night, or at least that's what I paid, but the prices may go up nearer to the peak season, I imagine. Next, I'm going to show you the places I've eaten here, but first I just wanted to show you some of the beautiful artwork on the walls of Albufeira. Not as much as in Armesio de Pera, but they do have this amazing sculpture on a roundabout which is meant to embody the spirit of Portuguese navigators. It includes a sail adorned with the cross of the Knights Templar, and the two globes represent the continents before and after the discoveries. There's also this brilliant amphitheatre where you can watch people play chess, which, as a chess fan, I thought this was a great idea. Okay, right, restaurants. Now, as always, I've kept costs down to a minimum, and so looked online for the best value pizza restaurant, which was here, Ricardo's. It even has a roof terrace looking out to the ocean. I got myself a vegetarian pizza, plus a cheesy garlic bread starter, which I feel could have been a little bit bigger, but it was still very tasty. This whole thing cost €16.50. That's for the pizza and the starter. Ice creams, you're looking at around €3 for one scoop. I got one from here, Bolina de Baxa, and went for the obscure flavour of pirate, but in hindsight I kinda wish that I went for M&M's. Here is the price list, as they also do crepes, but the best bargain of all was from here, Bravo. As well as a colourful ceiling, they do this big English breakfast for €7.90, and that includes a hot drink of your choice. It was delicious, and I highly recommend it. If excursions are your thing, there's loads of travel agents on street corners here, but before we end with the beautiful beaches, I just want to introduce you to a special guy that I got talking to. Well, change of plan, he's not actually here. So basically this guy Paul, he comes up here, this place behind me, you'll know it because it's a viewpoint and it's at the top of the escalators. So if you come to Albufeira, you'll know where I mean when you see the escalators. He stands at the top, he collects these pieces of marble that he paints on, and he paints like funny pictures, slogans, and then he sells them for donations and gives the money to charity, for a homeless charity. But unfortunately he's not here. Normally he's here, he said, from 12 till 4:30 each day, Sadly, the day that I met him, my battery had died, so I couldn't film that day, and I've come back today. This is the day I'm leaving and he's not here. But if you are going to be here, come up, check it out, see if he's here, and drop a donation. Even if you don't want to buy anything and take with you, it's always nice to give a donation. I'll see if I can find his TikTok channel. He showed me his TikTok channel. If I can find it, I'll leave a link in the description for that. So, right, now on to the beaches. So the beaches run all the way along this coastline. In fact, it's hard to know exactly which beach is which, but they're all beautiful and wash up these unique seashells, which can make a great souvenir. And this is where I'm going to leave you. As I said, I'm going to be moving on after here to 3 more places actually. Next place is Quitera. It's a little bit further along the coast on the way back to Faro. Then I'll be going to Villamore. I think that's how you pronounce it. Villamore, I don't know. And of course to the capital, Lisbon. I'm going to go and meet my good friend Ula, who you'll have seen in other videos. He's there in the capital right now. I'm going to go and visit him, so there'll be a vlog from there. Subscribe if you haven't already, so you can see those videos. Maybe you're going on your own Portuguese tour and you don't want to miss it and you want to see what's there. And yeah, so that's it. I'll see you next time. Ciao.